And we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. We're playing a little bit of Shape Anew. So I played this last week in a list that had actually 5-0'd, but was less than thrilling to me. So I'm playing this little sorcery from Scars of Mirrodin. It says, the controller of target artifact sacrifices it, then reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal an artifact card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield, then shuffles all other cards revealed this way into their library. So it's essentially polymorph for artifacts. So as with polymorph, we're going to play exactly one artifact in our whole deck, or in this case, two of the same artifact, Blightsteel Colossus, the 12 mana 11/11 with Trample, Infect, and Indestructible. If Blightsteel Colossus would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, reveal Blightsteel Colossus and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. Same clause as Darksteel Colossus. The most important thing is this is a one-shot kill, or very close to it. So how are we going to generate the required artifacts? Well, we've got Blade Splicers, Thraben Inspectors, Gilded Geese, and I believe some... No gingerbread cottages in the mana base. So we're playing a quote-unquote good mana base without any gingerbread cabins. Sorry, cabin. The name is Cabin, gingerbread cabin. However, no lava darting this bird. Good mana? I know. It's not me. I'm not the good mana. The good mana is in our deck list. So we've got Gilded Geese, we got Thraben Inspector, and we've got Blade Splicer. So we've got 10 different cards that create artifacts for us to use with Blightsteel Colossus, or for Shape Anew to get the Blightsteel Colossus. And we've got Ephemerate and Teferi Time Raveler that we can use to reset these cards. We've got Ice-Fang Coatl, Mana Leak, Wall of Omens, and Skyclave Apparition as different ways to slow down our opponent, to slow down their spells or combos, or to remove things and crack open some space so that we can get our Blightsteel Colossus through and win. We have no way to give it haste, so it's vulnerable, similar to Emrakul. But we can do this fairly quickly with a nice Bant construction here, sort of Ephemerate mana base. And most people aren't going to be ready for this. This is fairly unknown. So should be kind of an exciting early to mid game for sure. Then the sideboard is just full of, I don't know, reasonable cards to match up against Modern. So yeah, let's get to it. Surfo, Chase, do you currently follow Everyday Eternals podcast episodes? Because if so, they had a really good one today where they spent way more time than I expected answering a question I had, and I feel like, I mean, you've used some fairly generous language to describe me from time to time. So, and I feel like you fit into that mold of like, you just don't, you play the Strifo deck in challenges, whatever the time, whatever the climate, whatever is popular, whatever is good, you find a way to play Punishing Thieves in a competitive setting and do it to a pretty excellent degree. And, you've got a great attitude with the way you do it for the most part. So I don't know. I don't know if you... Oh, what's the deck list? Hold on. Let me set that. I have it loaded, so it'll just take 2 seconds. There we go. Deck. Oop. Helps if I don't mistype. Playing Shape Anew.
This man is totally insane. Thank you!
You're in awe of the spells in this list. Aw. Yeah, so I think UMAD's got a good approach for this deck, and what I mean by that is the Velomachus Spires deck really has to lean into the existence of Teferi Time Raveler in order to help it have a number of highly valuable counterable threats against a lot of the counter, or a lot of the control decks and mid-range decks of Modern. So it feels like this deck is in a good place with sort of tempo-ish shell, ephemerate sort of value grind that combines up with the combo that we're eventually going to execute. Unclaimed territory. Slivers, humans, goblins, humans. All right. And opponent is off to a nice start there with Noble Hierarch hopping onto the battlefield. Am I going to need Death Touch? No. I'd rather... Well, do I need double... Yikers. I do need double white. Alright, so we'll just get Temple Garden here. And we're off to the races. So, assuming they don't play something that I want a mana leak here, which they probably will, we'd be able to set up Ice-Fang and then next turn Ice-Fang Ephemerate. It's probably Thalia. Yep. Nope. Get out of here. Shoot. This is some sweet, delicious, beautiful bourbon, brownest of the brown liquors. Yeah, I'm really wondering when the allied triomes are coming in. Some Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark. Some good middle-of-the-road bourbon. So I think I'll just respond here by playing Ice-Fang. Drawing a card. Like Knob Creek. Knob Creek is good. Elijah Craig is the best I've had, and then I have some Woodford Reserve that's really nice too. But I decided against the Woodford for tonight for whatever reason. Yay! 1 mana divination! Let's draw some cards. That's the plan. Hey! We got a second divination. Woodford is very nice. Makers is fine. I like Makers for the paper planes that I make. And Wild Turkey is pretty good. Wild Turkey 151 is also quite reasonable. Four Roses and Wild Turkey are just great because they're cheap, but they're not bad. They're affordable, but they don't taste cheap. Four Roses was recommended to me by the PDT cocktail book. That's what they did their... I think that's what they did their Benton's Old Fashions with. They do something with it. Or maybe it's like a lavender bourbon thing. Uh-oh. Well, that's not where you're meant to be, sir. Sir. I need you to sit down. We can play Mana Leak and Ice-Fang here. So that's probably what we're going to do. Because the second Ice-Fang gives the first Ice-Fang Death Touch. So, while I could play Blade Splicer here to put an artifact into play for potential Shape Anew, I think this is fine. Things we're looking most to stop them from doing are General Kudrow or Thalia's Lieutenant or no double blue. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Huh, should have played the Blade Splicer. Oh well. Maybe Ice-Fang will be good enough. Yeah, so I should have shocked in the breeding pool. Attacks 4-1. You got it. This screams. Okay. That was screaming Thalia in hand to me, but apparently not. Apparently the deck just wants to draw all Ice-Fangs. Blade Splicer. I have a 3/3 first strike. How do you feel about that, opponent? It feels like a problem for you. Although that Golem token sucks. Like, out loud. Look at this thing. That is not something that this creature would produce. Look at it. You're an abomination. You're bad and you should feel bad. Values Lieutenant. Values Lieutenant. Values Lieutenant. Cast it. Don't use Aether Vial. Nobody's ever used an Aether Vial in their life. Well, for the longest time, Phoenix, it was the case that they got the correct token, and it only broke recently, as far as I recall. Do I care about them copying their kite sail here? I guess they'll just take my mana leak if they want to, so I kind of have to deal with this. Phantasmal Image or kite sail number 2? Sure, you got me. Take whatever you want. Basically doesn't affect what I was going to do. Well, it kind of does. We'll see. But, like, either they take the mana leak and I don't get the mana leak, the Phantasmal Image, or they take the... No, they can only take non-creatures, right? Yeah, all right. The technology just isn't there. That's phenomenal. I guess they could copy the Blade Splicer. Huh. We'll see. Maybe that was their goal the whole time. Copies Ice-Fang. Okay, that was unexpected. What a ludicrous board state. Yikes. I mean, it's not really a problem. I have 3 Death Touch creatures. I did change my streaming border. Or rather, I added one. I didn't have one before. Yeah, I did my own design. I'm sure you like the way your stream is set up, Ben, but I gotta say, it's very busy in my eyes. Maybe that's the way you like it, but I find it's really full of stuff. And we were talking about this earlier, and I'm very much a person who likes things to be very sort of stripped down and focused on whatever the product is. And in this case, like, Magic the Gathering is the focus here, so make it the focus is my sort of go-to. I want the gameplay to be as large as possible, so basically this is as big as it is on my screen, as big as I could possibly make it for you guys. Everything is as clear and clean as possible. Chat is a reasonable size, and I'm quite small. Yeah. And I just don't care that my portrait is pretty tiny, because I don't care. I'm nothing to look at. I just like people to know that there's a human being wiggling around down here. Yes, it can. So the thing with suspend cards that you need to know conceptually is they have a converted mana cost of 0. They have a mana cost of their specific mana value is 0 or null, however you want to phrase it. So, Because Fire's Invention just checks for is their mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control. Their mana cost or their mana value is 0, and it's looking for their mana value, so it's fine to cast them, no problem. Which is the Demonic Tutor that's coming out. Yeah, that could be a thing. That's an interesting brewing project, sure, for sure. So it looks like we're winning our first game by playing Bant Ephemerate, which is kind of funny. They saw the Blightsteel Colossus. Like, they know. They are very much aware. So I think I'm just going to reset Blade Splicer in response here. Because I can't. I tortured sword. Yeah. Yeah, we're playing a sweet little donation deck from UMAD. So I got 2 Ephemerates coming in here. I need to pay for them, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. No, actually, I'll only need to pay for the first one. Because we're going to exile Athalia. It's a deck that would benefit from Brainstone? Yeah, probably. The downside of Brainstone with this deck, though, I would say, is I'm not convinced that you want to play a card that's that clunky and slow. I think Brainstone is going to work for decks that are much more... Well, I guess this is pretty instant-based. So maybe it's better than I'm thinking it will be. So I think we just take out the mana leaks for paths here. Looks nice and clean. All right. I think Brainstone is going to be playable in a smaller range of decks than some people are thinking. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, no, definitely not. Oh, there's a Kappa there, though. Freak. So that means the person was being sarcastic. I just didn't notice it because of the way it ended up on my screen is like this. So the Kappa was underneath their name and I just didn't read it. I think I'm gonna mull that. That is more better. Bottom the Blade Slicer and Blade Splicer and put Blightsteel into play on turn 3 seems really good. If they have a Thalia, though, yeah, I think I'm supposed to just put Shape Anew on the bottom and just assume I'm going to draw one when I need it. The rest of the hand is really good, so it's not like I feel like I'm in trouble here. Subtle, nuanced, the thinking man's line. Blue-Red Storm, a more elegant weapon from a civilized time. You got me good, opponent. Yep. Dismembered the shit out of that Gilded Goose. Boy, howdy. I'll never recover. That was very aggressive. Ice-Fangs love me? That's because I own 4 of them in paper, yo. And 4 of them online. I own a lot of Ice-Fangs. My 4 in paper are all German, by the way. Ja. Ich habe die Ice-Fang Coatl. It's like It's-Sitzen Coatl or something. I don't remember. No. I don't know why that's been happening so much more recently. Well, I was supposed to play the Ice-Fang. Not that it was going to be a big gain for me. I think I'm going to take the Thalia out here. And then I can Ephemerate to take out the Mantis Rider. It's only 1 more damage, so... Well, I opened one... So for my 30th birthday, I got myself the gift of a box of German Modern Horizons. And Ice-Fang was one of the few cards that I opened that I actually got to hold on to. Ice-Fang and Urza. My foil rares were a Collected Conjuring and a Kess. Well, that sucks. Although my Ice-Fang will have Death Touch, so it's okay. And we could draw that. That'd be fine too. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Nice open, Colby. Really? Okay. Ice-Fang Coatl. This will be your doom, Mantis Rider. Hey man, sometimes you gotta gamble and win. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Ice-Fang. You are great. Ephemerate. Get back my Ephemerate. Ephemerate. Ephemerate the Ephemerate. Ephemerate, 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 Ephemerate. Enjoy your army of illusions, opponent. Thanks, I will. You do that. Okay, I will. That one's big though, right? No, it's just a 2/2? Alright, nice. Man, we are just ripping the hottest fire. Now I gotta find that Shape Anew so I can finally win with the Blightsteel. I say finally, this is only game 2. But we are beating the shit out of humans without even trying to Blightsteel them, so that's kind of great. You mad? Your deck might be pretty good. Certainly against a fair creature deck. On mediocre draws. They flooded a bit. Usually humans draws exactly 1 Aether Vial, exactly 2 lands, and the exact disruption to completely wreck your shit. Normally that's the way humans plays out, but we got nicely lucky here. We're just jamming. I hope you like jamming too. Okay. This time they're copying what, Skyclave? Splicer, sure. Goddamn splicers. What's the wow really, Colby? What up? Am I supposed to ephemerate the Thraben Inspector or Splicer being a human won't be relevant in this game. Oh, that's funny. It is, yeah. I think I'm supposed to ephemerate the Thraben Inspector. Now, let's do the Splicer once and the Inspector the second time. Having 2 first strike golems feels pretty good. I wonder if they have another Dismember. Nope. So the reason I want to flicker my Thraben Inspector is to draw more cards. Is it worth it to Apparition their Splicer to remove the first strike? I don't think so. I thought about it for half a second, rearranged, but... oh. That's awkward. See, the awkward thing here is I'm never going to have enough mana to crack my food or my clues. But my Blightsteel Colossus has first strike. That's cool. I think. No. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't even notice. If I had noticed, I would have made that a highlight of the deck tech. Yeah, it's good deck building. It's just clean deck building. Thraben Inspector, what a bad card. Just poorly designed, shoved all the keywords on there. 1-2. What are you talking about? Savannah Lions was a 2-1. That was fair from Alpha. But 1-2? Crazy. Wing Splicer for flying golems? Well, so the biggest difference is that Wing Splicer is just a pretty bad play on its own. Like, Blade Splicer, there's a reason Blade Splicer is like the one splicer that comes up in like modern published deck lists. The difference between the 3 and 4 mana is a big deal. Oh, there are fireworks going off. Huh, wild. Yo, Colby, I'm saying, is Spiritmonger modern legal? I feel like it's not, because I would have seen it in a deck list by now. Someone would have registered it by now. If Spiritmonger is not legal and it's not in Modern Horizons 2, I'm gonna be upsetty. I don't think that it is. Yeah, it's not. That's insane. Yeah, it was an iconic Masters. I knew it had a modern frame version, but the art on it in the modern frame version is garbage. No, it's not. It hasn't been reprinted into modern. Right. You might have some for pre-modern. Oh, so you do have some for pre-modern? I mean, that's cool, but I want it in modern, not in pre-modern. I want it in regular modern. Not because I think it would be good. I don't think it'll be particularly good, but I just think it should be here. Like Counterspell, I feel like it just should be here. I may not be happy with the format that actually happens once Counterspell is in Modern, but that doesn't mean that I don't think it should be in Modern, because I do. Cut the combo packages for Path and Auriok. Okay, thanks for pointing that out, UMAD, because I would not have probably made the correct jump there. Elder Gargaroth? What, are you saying it's better than Spiritmonger? It doesn't have regeneration. It can't even change colors. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Can't even change colors. What are you saying? I think I'm supposed to try to set up to just put the Blightsteel in next turn if I top deck a land. So let's just go like tap land Thraben Inspector. Then they have to use a spell to get it out of the way, and then if we just top deck a land, we just go Blightsteel. I'm not saying Elder Gargaroth doesn't have its uses, I'm just saying play them together. Side by side. Best friendos. Just like it's supposed to be. Alright, if they had mutagenic growth for their Sprite Dragon, they hit me for 4, and no, they were just pumping. Hey, opponent. I hope you can kill me. Because if not, I'm gonna kill you. Get him, buddy. A woohoo! Look at the cards.
What hockey heard you the first time? Lady, no! Mom! I'm calling a dog!
I think I actually have Mars on my computer somewhere. Damn it! Ugh. Someone invoked the name. Oh, is you mad? All right, you're allowed to invoke the name. They play 2 of these, and I've been looking at all the deck lists. All of them are playing that stupid card in their main deck. Goddamn Heliod. All right, well, we're not dead yet, but certainly working on it. That was realistically our only chance, and like they could have just left back a blocker to survive for a turn, and the point is it wasn't necessarily going to be all that good. But now we're screwed. Probably. Maybe not. Okay, that's a good draw. Opponent said funny. What? That's just rude. Wild Slash. They're just gonna sack for the Lavadart. You mad? Would you be mad if I just scooped out of this match now? Because I'm kind of peeved. So I just don't even care anymore. Like they're playing freaking Vapor Snag. Like you haven't met a non-rude Blitz player on MTGO? Well, I played against Doomwake. Yeah, funny I play the deck that 80% of the meta plays. Yeah. Exactly. Like, why would you even say that? Why? Like, why? Why would you even say that? You've not met Doomwake. No, I know. So we board out Shape Anew and Blightsteel, and then probably some mana leaks. Man, I don't know how we're supposed to win this way, but I'm in for it. And then I guess probably we can but board out the other 2 mana leaks for Mystical Dispute and just pray. All right. Oh no, maybe Aether Gust is better. Hi, Spider Space. We're playing Shape Anew in Modern. We put a Blightsteel Colossus into play on turn 4. Unfortunately, the Blitz decks play... Sorry. Someone said Blitz in chat. The Blue-Red Prowess decks played Vapor Snag main deck to beat Auriok Champions, so we got spanked. They had one of their 2 ofs in their hand immediately, and we got crushed. Yay! Bullshit! People get bent out of shape if you goldfish their treasure... What? I don't know what those words mean. I agree with you, Turtle Power. I mean, I've been there for a while, but... It's weird. It's such an innocuous card. Like, it did not seem like it should have been what it is. But... It was literally a card that, like, during Modern Horizons, spoiler season, and etc., everyone was like, Lavadart. Neat. That's funny. Sorry, do you mean Arbor Elf or Dryad Arbor? Because I've seen a surprising number of each of them. I'm assuming you mean Arbor Elf. I mean, Arbor Elf giving you the potential of having 4 mana on turn 2 is just like that. That is an insane interaction. Utopia Sprawl is already the best ramp in Modern because you don't get disrupted, and so I think that's the reason that they're trying to farm chests like it's a day job. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, Utopia Sprawl is basically the best ramp spell in Modern because it's you can't be disrupted with it. Oh my god, bullshit. I mean, we have a Path to Exile for one of these, but so are they going all in? I would if I were them. As long as they don't have a mutagenic growth, this isn't too bad. Excellent draw. Though, I think so. I'm gonna path now because I'm worried about them having counter magic. Although I guess they shouldn't be. I could have pathed on their upkeep. It probably would have been fine, but whatever. And then we've got Wall to play next turn, but I'm going to keep up the Mystical Dispute in case they play a Stormwing. Yay! Gosh, anyway, Utopia Sprawl is the best ramp in Modern just because you can't get disrupted off of it as easily. Although the crazy thing is the red-green mid-range deck has both Pillages and Blood Moons, which are their own form of hell. So what is this? It's nonsense mode. We're playing nonsense. You can get on board or you can get out.
Side effects may include dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, water retention, painful rectal itch, hallucination, dementia, psychosis, coma, death, and halitosis. Magic is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use.
Why is there a Blade Splicer in here? Exclamation point deck, friend. You'll have all the answers you could ever want. They killed my Teferi. It's a bold play, Captain. Let's see if it works out. Would I like to gain 4 life? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yikes. Well, I'm at 14. Apparently they have no spells, or next to no spells. Wild. Sure. Mord, in this match, we got a turn 4 Blightsteel Colossus against them, and then they were just like, untap, Vapor Snag. It's like, oh, yeah, fuck you. Right. Got it. At worst, we'll crack food. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're doing fine here. I'm going to swing in with my Golem. They didn't attack, which in my mind is a pretty clear indication that they don't have any removal. If they spend like 2 cards to deal with this, then I don't mind. Mark, I'm going to go ahead and just say I don't believe that. And I really mean this. I don't think Prowess is straightforward or easy to play. I think basically everything that exists in Modern, whether it's Dredge or Burn or Prowess, whatever it is, I think there is not a single deck in Modern that is brain dead or easy, because the format is so broad and so complex and so jammed full of nonsense that that's just... I reject that notion. I will say there's less prioritizing of stuff. And Scape Shift / Bogles. Okay, those are closer. But like prowess is definitely not. Yeah, sure. But again, even with those decks, like you have to know how to sideboard. You have to know what the hate pieces against you are. Like there's still a lot of stuff to know. A lot of stuff. If we win out, funny, please, I beg you. I don't know what those words mean, but okay. I'm just saying, I really hate, like, yes, it's fun to meme on Tron. Yes, it's fun to say Jund is a bad deck. So they have 2 blockers. 1, 2, 3. We go through 4. Yeah, this is fine. And I have Ephemerate to screw them. We're not punting here. Whoa. Although, apparently I clicked through something there that I didn't mean to. So I'm now down an Auriok Champion, which I did not mean to be. Whoa, Mord, you're ignoring mulligans. Mulligans are a relevant decision for that deck. Yeah. Mulliganing and sideboarding. Well, I meant to stop on blockers. I don't... Did my stops get reset? They did. Huh. Or some of them are different than I remember. Whatever. We'll be okay. Yeah, I didn't have a stop on blockers. I usually do. Sure. I'm pretty sure that means they're not going for a kill here. So I think I'm going to try to put a Golem into play. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This should be GG. If they had removal, they should have played it there. Upkeep, we're going to flicker Wall of Omens. My opponent's at 1. Literally any of these creatures going through means it's over. So can't imagine that they are able to survive this turn. Besides the fact that I'm drawing 2 cards anyway. It's unreal to me they're staying in this game, but the kind of player who'd be like, funny. Yeah, we gained like 20 something life that game from 2 Auriok Champions. That was the nuts. So now we just have to get lucky in 1 game against Blue-Red Prowess. So let's do it. Let's do it. I think I should have Aether Gusts. Although the mystical disputes on the draw are much more important. It was funny. I kind of want Aether Gust. I kind of don't want Aether Gust. No. They're playing 4 Sprite Dragon nowadays. Aether Gust is very, very good. Never mind. Ignore me. Let's cut a Goose and a Thraben Inspector. No, Wall of Omens. No, Thraben Inspector. Thraben Inspector is much more mana intensive. Yeah. Okay. You know, Gust is fine. I'm not cut Teferi. Oh yeah, probably should have. I can't change it right now. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, I forgot the Teferis were there. Or rather, I forgot cutting Teferi was a good option because... Alright, I'm going to keep this. I forgot cutting Teferi was a good option because we boarded the combo out. Inspector's a chump 1 mana, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to cut them. Great. Awesome draw. Just chumping one of their... Well, and the problem with Thraben Inspector is in order to draw the card, you have to spend an extra 2 mana, which is just not efficient. Yeah, Ryan's been doing a bunch of that, and it's very entertaining to watch. I think I'm going to take the hit here. You want the body? I don't think I necessarily do, Colby. We have enough bodies. This deck is like all body. Throw roadblock. But it's not a roadblock. It's a speed bump. It's not even really a speed bump, right? It's just like... It's just like a pylon. And attack for 0 with the goose. No, wait. It's got flying. I want to keep it on defense. Also, I have Ephemerate open here, so... In theory, if they try to remove the goose, we can sack the food Ephemerate and we get a food back. Always yes. Always yield. Yeah, but I don't think we need as many of those 1-mana creatures who don't actually contribute to the deck that much because we're not on the Shape Anew plan anymore. Listen, I think it's okay to sideboard this way. And when you're the streamer, you can sideboard your way. I think we have enough of those kind of creatures. You know what? I think I'd rather have the Ephemerate than putting out another goose here. Although I've got so many geese in my hand. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just put out another goose. Is goose mainly for the artifact of the body? Genuine question. I don't know. This is my first time playing this deck, or really a deck like it that I'm enthusiastic about, so I don't know. Yeah. Well, and this is just one of those things that makes Magic very difficult. It's like, how can you tell? And it's like the sample size of matches you would need to have a real answer for that question is so huge that it's pretty much incalculable. Short answer, yes, with a maybe. Long answer, no, with a but. If you do need any more resources, I believe I have something else on my desk by Art Linkletter. I need that clip of Reverend Lovejoy now. Short answer, yes, with a but. Long answer, no, with a maybe. I guess I should leave my mana open for just like double Ephemerate here. I'm assuming they're going to play... Nope, no removal spell. They hit their second land. It's all over, people.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer.
I probably should have attacked with Skyclave, because if they had mutagenic growth, we would have been fine. Block. All right, cast stuff. Sorry, what? Really? Huh. So glad Skyclave can't hit tokens. Yeah, I guess so. So if I ephemerate my wall and they bolt, you know what? Let's just make a food, I guess. No, I kind of rather crack this clue, because if I hit more lands, then my food production is better. So invest in infrastructure, people. That's the lesson of this moment. Are you gonna vapor snag me? Bolt. On what? Skyclave. Aha! You have a second one? Dispel. You got it. All right. Well played. You got yourself a 1/1. Huh. Anyone think that was a good draw? Does anyone know if that was a good draw? I think it was, but I'm not sure. Let's play the new goose. Can't hit lands to save my life here, but we're not at the life-saving point yet, so... Sprite Dragon. You got it. Yay! 24! I don't know the last time I've played a game like this against Prowess. Start flickering walls? That's what I was about to do, yeah. Just because we've got too many Ephemerates and like we could just start gaining reams of life here and drawing cards. Like that's an excellent draw. I think I want to leave up some amount of counterplay here. I can't attack with the Auriok Champions because of the illusion. I can't attack with the Thraben because all of these have 2 toughness. Well, not, I mean, enough. So, unfortunately, we can't make any forward progress at the moment, but I'm not worried. I have an Ephemerate coming in the next upkeep, so, like... And we can just start hatching food, worst case scenario. So... We need to find Blade Splicer or another Skyclave Apparition to get this game moving forward. Yeah, I'll counter that for sure. Nope. Nope. Oh, you got me. Doesn't attack. Man, that's crazy to me that they would not attack there. That is so wild. Cannot imagine that's correct. Where's my wall? Coral Ephemerate? Huh? I don't know what Coral Ephemerate means. That's all 4 Ephemerates in the top 23. All right. I'm not mad about it. A little confused, but not mad. I don't know if we should have boarded out the combo here. Obviously we should have, but... Jeez. Anamorphose. So I'm going to save this Aether Gust for their Sprite Dragon, so this is fine. We have chump blockers on the ground. This deck doesn't create trample with their Swift Spears. So the 2 Auriok Champions just blank their Swift Spears sort of in perpetuity. I don't love them playing Expressive Iteration. Like, I don't love that this is a 2-for-1, but I'm going to let it go. Just because Aether Gusting this Sprite Dragon is too important right now. Plus, every time they go in for a bad attack, we're going to get to crack back for like 3 or 4, in theory. Ooh, they're going to play a tap land. Unless they already played a land this turn. This turn, I'm just going to chump block with a goose, because I don't need 3. I don't have enough mana to feed these geese. Sure. You got it. I don't mind being at 27. Hey, opponent, how's my engine treating you? Seems to be making a strange ticking noise, like my opponent is ready to kill me. Like they're just gonna lose it and stab me. But I'm not sure what that's all about. So Teferi bouncing their illusion is big game. I know I could bounce the Sprite Dragon for more sort of tempo value, but bouncing this illusion is awesome because now I can start chipping away with my Auriok champions. Yeah. That's, yes, exactly you, man. Drew Blade Splicer. So I have 2 Gilded Geese, which means I have the Ephemerate or an Aether Gust on the next combat. So I'm going to play this Blade Splicer, and I'm going to commit to, if they attack with everything, I've got enough chump blockers to be getting along with, and I can Aether Gust the Sprite Dragon. So, like, if they go for, like, a volley of removal, we should be all right here. Plus, I'm at 35. Plus, Teferi kind of clamps down on where and when they can... We have to kill them before they find return? Do you think they're playing it? Lava Dart. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's fair. What this deck is doing is revenge enough. I mean, I don't agree with you, but I would like to. It's certainly reasonable revenge. I'll take 4. I'll take 4. You got it. Nice swing. Fucking beauty, eh? So, should I attack with the Golem? Yeah, I definitely should, but after I play this Teferi. So this Teferi can definitely bounce their Sprite Dragon. Because it's Teferi, I'm definitely attacking with my Golem. Oh, no! God damn it. Ugh. Why did you do this to me? And it's not even red. You mad? Why did you do that to me? We were so in a good spot. All right, so the Golem lives. Make a Golem? Yeah. Yeah, okay. He was ready to kill me, lol. What? I don't understand what you mean. Wasn't ready to kill me, he's ready to kill all my creatures. I'm at 35, he's not ready to kill me. I mean, they're going to try to, but... Am I supposed to Aether Gust something here before I lose my Gilded Geese? I think so. Oh my god, my Golem strength. Oh, god damn it. Whoever said that too slowly. Ah. Sorry, Mike. And yes, everyone is correct. I didn't notice that that was going to be a thing at all, because I'm a moron. So, oh, and then I gusted the wrong card. Okay, we probably lost this where we could have won it if I had dealt with the Soulscar Mage there. I just completely just blanked on everything. Just the whole cascading series of events there was god-awful. I've never played a deck like this against Prowess before. It felt like we had such a good shot there, but I forgot that they actually board Kozilek's Return as a way to deal with other Prowess decks, and then that could be relevant against us, and then UMAD said it, and then it happened. Oh, man. We're 100% out of Ephemerates now, too. God damn it, I thought I didn't realize the Soulscar Mage was going to affect the Kozilek's Return at all. I was just worried about how bad I was getting massacred. I didn't even realize. Anyway, lesson learned. It's the first time I've played this deck against a deck like that. So, this is one of the hardest matchups in Modern for anyone, so I can't imagine that I would just win it right off the bat. Not lucky enough. Although I have the Path to Exile. I've got 2 1/1 golems. Oh, nope. It's a lightning bolt. Good. Alright. My golems might be able to close this out with the food tokens. They're on 0 cards in hand. Let's see how aggressive they get. Lavender. Jesus. What are they swinging for? 20 this turn? Nice. Fun. If my golems were 3/3s here, this would be such a different game. Crap. Alright. Well, it's not shit. I wasn't expecting everything to... I didn't realize the walls were going to shrink too. God damn it. I'm so annoyed with myself. Alright, well. Main phase this because we could draw one of our millions of Skyclave Apparitions. Or, I think there's one more Teferi. Jeez. Alright, pass the turn. So they've got 3 power, I've got 3 power. I should have 7, but we have 3, because I'm bad. But I've got the food tokens. I got more life, so we'll see how it all shakes out. It very easily could end up being a win for us. Oh yeah, I'm not counting myself out of this. I'm going hard here. Really? That's cute. I'll take your 3. Fine by me. Hopefully they drew a Stormwing there. That's the dream. Or like a single point removal spell. Okay. A land. Fetch land too. Right. Get out. Get out of here. We do got Death Touch. We do got Death Touch. Chad, thanks for bearing with me on being a goober. That's a good draw. It's a very good draw. Can't believe wonderful people choose to spend their time here watching me punt like a tool. Magic is hard. Yeah, I know it is, but like, I've been playing it for 16 years. I think I was better at it when I was younger. Like, that was an onboard trick. That wasn't even like... I didn't even get got. I got myself. I just chose not to block there. Illusion Zack Illusion? What? Oh, damn it. I started laughing at what you were saying, and I didn't realize I could have Skyclave this before combat and then gotten through for more damage. Well, that was a mistake. Am I supposed to not play the Skyclave because they probably make the same attack again? That feels really dumb. But I'm going to do it. I have enough mana to play whatever else I draw on top of playing the Skyclave next turn, so we'll see. Crap! Oh, just the punt after punt after punt here. God. Alright. Well, they got a Fiery Islet. So they drew a land that is drawing a card. So that's not too bad, because at least it taxes them a little more. I'm hoping they're not playing a version playing Bedlam Reveler. So let's see how they attack here. It's the same attack as the last time. I'm going to go ahead and block Soulscar Mage. See what happens. Maybe they're going to Wild Slash it or some nonsense? Oh, okay. That's a terrific draw. Skyclave. Rah! Smash! Vapor Snag on a Golem. Yep, okay. I'm happy as long as they take 2 here. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Jeez. I'm gonna need you to calm down, opponent. Holy crap. Well, we've got a lot of cantrip creatures in the deck right now, so there's still plenty of game to be played. Oof. Manamorphose. Well, if we win this one, it's gonna be goddamn incredible. Oh, it has turtle power. It's completely unreal. Yeah. Rebecca Gay is probably across the board, in my opinion, the best artist Magic has ever had. They got Richard Kane Ferguson back for Modern Horizons too, so I wonder if there will be a Rebecca Gay card. I hope so. People can like Jesper Ising? The person who's done the newer Bitter Blossoms and a lot of the newer fairies. I really don't like his art. But Rebecca is like Bloodbraid, etc. Seb McKinnon's fine. Seb McKinnon's is a little bit more dark and sick and Hieronymus Boshy, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just saying I like Rebecca Gay's watercolors more. I'm a big fan of Seb McKinnon too, but I just don't. He's just not my favorite. They're like Chippy and Puddinhead and other people are sort of in that same vein. And okay. So we're just gonna hit them for 1 here. And I don't necessarily need more of those kind of artists, but I like the gentle, delicate touch that Rebecca Gay's sort of watercolor art has on Magic. They're just so different that it's just like, this is just a matter of opinion, right? I just think things like what Seb McKinnon does exist in Magic already. Not the same way that he does it, but in a similar way. Okay, so I'm ignoring almost anything they're doing here unless we're going to die or I'm going to remove their flying blocker. That's the only things that matter to me right now. The flying blocker and or if they can actually put lethal into play, which I doubt. Also, hey, boat guy. How you doing? Yeah. Like, Magali Villeneuve is phenomenal, too. Okay, double flying. I almost feel the opposite turtle power. Like, the people who are playing on weeknights tend to be more grinder. And Friday night, I usually run into the truly, not only the nonsense decks, but also a lot of players who just play super loose. That has been my usual Friday night experiences, like that's when you run into all the very loose players. This is the best. Thank you, opponent. Thank you. You're so kind. Well, we're close. So we just path the Stormwing and put them to 1. And then we have Aether Gust to remove the Sprite Dragon next turn. So if we win this, I'm dancing in the streets. Calling out around the world. Ready for a brand new beat. The record's playing, people saying, dancing in the streets. Okay. Am I supposed to gust this? Does anyone have a clear answer on what am I supposed to do here? Because putting them to 1 doesn't really matter. Pray? What? Which pray? Which pray? Yeah, if I gust it, they just do it again. Like, that's the problem. And they have too many creatures. I'm going to gust it. Just because I'm on 2 minutes on clock. You do not gust it. Whatever. Could gust my own snake. That's what I should have done. Probably. Oh, well. That's something. Wait. That's an option now. I guess if they triple block it. Okay, yeah, this is kind of okay. Yeah, gusting the snake would have been the smart thing to do. Wait, what? Kill it now, opponent. You can't not. What are they doing? Wait, did they put it on the bottom? They put it on the top. Why would you miss a point of damage, you nerd? No, they put it on top. They just decided to miss a point of damage and then gust me on the upkeep because I had a card in hand, I guess. Oh, I can't attack with Skyclave this turn. Okay. I see why they did that. That was actually next level. Fair enough. That was next level. They had a line. They had a line there. They knew what they were up to. Okay, so opponent is legit, by the way. That was sick. That was some truly phenomenal sequencing that I never would have come up with. I mean, I didn't see gusting my own... I didn't see gusting their Soulscar Mage in the obvious situation where I got totally shafted by not doing so, so... That was, yeah, that was truly impressive. All right, this could be the win. This is win or lose. This all comes down to what the last card in their hand is. What's the last card? What is it? Could be a lot of stuff. They put themselves out with the fetch land. Even with multiple punts, we took down prowess. So my client was clunking up a bit there, so we're just going to do a quick restart. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. The jank police live inside of my head. The jank police, they're inside of my bed. The jank police come to get me. Oh no. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Easy 2-0. Keck W. To be fair, we put a Blightsteel Colossus into play in game 1 on turn 4. and our opponent said, funny, Vapor snagged it. So there is justice in this world. Not much, and it's not portioned out correctly, but God bless it if there isn't some justice in this world. For anyone who thought, you know what, we should play Shape Anew with Madcap, Experiment, and Platinum Imperium. No. People, you are missing the point of Shape Anew. The point of Shape Anew is you can get other artifacts that are not just Platinum Imperium. And guess what? This mother wins games. So, you know. Yeah, so Spider Space, I've been calling Blue-Red Prowess the Delver of Modern because it feels like even when you have a good matchup or like a 55% matchup against them, they just nut draw you and you die. It's Delver. If everything just, yeah, the Bolas's Citadel is going to be the harder one. But if they just draw the right sequence of stuff, you just die. With the big difference being that Delver will kill you with you having 0 mana sources in play because they wastelanded you twice and they dazed you. And Prowess will kill you on turn 3 because Mutagenic Growth and Lava Dart exist. So they're very different decks that not draw you, but they're very similar in the way that they can beat literally anything without, you know. And did you know 2 CMC Scry 3 draw 2 is a very good. Don't forget Manamorphose. Yeah, Chalice on 1 is good until it comes out too slowly and they kill you. Because they already have 2 Prowess creatures in play, and then they go like Manamorphose, Stormwing, crack you for 4. Yeah, like I regularly, like when I was trying Chalice out against decks like that, it does not work as much as you think it would. It will work sometimes. It will certainly work sometimes, but yeah, Chalice is usually a bit slow. Now, you could play it with Chancellor of the Tangle and or Gemstone Caverns. 3-ball, yeah, 3-ball is really good in terms of having something that hates out that deck. Okay, so we'll get a Plains. Thraben Inspector. Womp womp. My value! You sick bastard! You took my lands. You took my Oh, they took the Skyclave. Alright, so they're going to have Renin 6 or Liliana, which is fine. Gotta go back to my old standby of the Seth narration. Crack the Misty, get snow-covered forest, Wall of Omens, pass the turn. Grim Flare. Hell yeah. Good for you, opponent. You're living your life like it's golden. Probably should have left up Mana Leak here, but I don't know. I feel like getting this Golem into play is pretty good. Plus we've got Wall of Omens. Yeah, Liliana doesn't scare me right now, actually. What does scare me? Grizzly Salvage? We're the bad guys? Whoa, we can't be the bad guys on this deck. The turn. The best was when he played the Seismic Swan stacks, because it was shock the birds, draw some cards. Shock the birds, draw some cards. Shock the birds, draw some cards. It was a quality montage. Nice. Discards Bolt and Angrat's Rampage. So opponent's on Jun's Spice. Yeah, Nas is in an okay spot for the same reason that the Velomachus turns deck is in a good spot. People are just not prepared for like a spell based combo. There's not as many Force of Negations and such running around, and that has created a bit of an opening. So I'm gonna mana leak pretty much anything they play out. No, you absolutely call it all. It's playing ad nauseum, unless you're talking about as ad nauseum lists ad nauseum. Ad nauseum lists ad nauseum is ad nauseum lists ad nauseum, which is like ALAN. So Alan. Ad nauseum only plays 2 or 3 at most. Yeah, but it's still ad nauseum. Like you could still call it ad nauseum. That's fine. What do you want to call it? Thassa's spoils combo? Just call it ad nauseum. Like that's come on. Or call it Alan. Ad nauseum list ad nauseum. Sporicle? That's terrible. Wait, you put the capitalization in the wrong place. Wouldn't it be the O? Oracle? Sporicle. Like that. Why is it Sporacle? Like, or Sporacly? Sporacela? Like, what are you doing? What you doing, friend? SpongeBob meme it? What? Which SpongeBob scene meme thing? No, just call it ad nauseum. It's fine. It's fine to call it ad nauseum. It still plays the card ad nauseum. It plays the kill lines that were in the ad nauseum deck. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't, though. Boop. Right on the nose. You should always just use my naming convention, which is objectively correct. All right, what do you want to call it, Strifo? It's some modern deck. Who's that guy? I don't know, some asshole. Shape Anew. That was not a Shape Anew. I can draw one now, but if I do, I need to play the goose, and thus I won't be able to cast it. Donkinpile? Donkinpile's a good name. I like that one. I refer to him as Donk Smith. I always go into his chat and ask if he's donking people. He usually says he is, which I appreciate. No. It would be Kelder. The question, or not the question, the problem would be mana, and because I'm against a Jund deck that has discard spells in it, I don't want to draw a Shape Anew into my hand and have only the one card in my hand that's Shape Anew, and then they go Liliana +1, and then I go, oh, I guess I'll discard my one card combo. Hooray, I killed myself. Whereas like at the moment, if I draw the Shape Anew, I don't think they have any way to stop the Blightsteel. Although they are playing Angrath's Rampage, so maybe I shouldn't speak so quickly. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna need you to help me out here, deck. This is not gonna do it. Okay, well, we can't attack anymore. But at least I can probably set up to kill their Grimflare, unless they have any removal at all. Yeah, we'll see. This all falls down if they have spot removal. I could prevent them from trampling here, but like, how much do I really care? Okay, that's enough. Okay. Oh, wow. It went through. Wild. Yeah, I think Tireless Tracker is probably not as good as you're thinking it would be, Chase. Tracker might be an okay sideboard card, though, for the grindier matchups. Ah! Really? All right, fine. Why? It's okay. We lost game 1 against Prowess. We won that anyway, right? This was done. This will be so much easier. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. So the problem here is going to be, even if I can get the Blightsteel out, now they're going to have so much power and toughness in play. Oof. I don't know, man. Ah. Flips lightning bolt. Ah. All right, we're just dead. Yeah, it's fine. We lost game 1 against Blue Red Prowess, and we. The perfect sequence was but 1 card away. Okay, so Veil of Summer in, Aether Gust in. Yeah, they're playing Tarmogoyfs and Grimflares, and probably Mana Leak out. Teferi's fine, shuts down the Blood Braids, bounces their stuff for tempo. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy here. Could get some paths, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm happy this way. Yeah, we 3-2'd with the goofy control deck, Roy, and we're currently 2-0 with this nonsense. I put a Blightsteel Colossus into play on turn 4 against Prowess, which was really good until they Vapor Snagged it. But then we ended up winning that game in a nail biter. Or winning that match in a nail biter. It was phenomenal. All right, I'll keep that. Should have played the breeding pool first here, I think. Yeah, I should have. Since they saw a ton of creatures, they'll probably cut Rampage. Probably. I mean, as long as we're aware of Angrath's Rampage, it's not a problem, because we just need to make sure we try to keep an extra token lying around. Right? An extra artifact token. So if they go, target player just sacrifices an artifact, we have a token to sacrifice. Why? Why? Why would you do that? They didn't take the Shape Anew. Excuse me? Yeah, now they know. And, like, my hand does not actually have a bunch of, like, value stuff. So far. We could draw into it quite easily. They're just going to play Liliana here, aren't they? This is going to be one of those games where it's like, oh, you were playing Veil of Summer and Aether Gust? Too bad. Okay, good. Whew. Let's just send it now. Because I am counting on the deck actually vomiting up at least one playable value card. Thank you! Was that hard? Was this that hard? I don't think it was. All right. Blightsteel incoming. Maybe. So there's a whole bunch of stuff they could have here that is not good enough. Whole bunch of stuff. Well, Thoughtseize isn't even that problematic because we just put a bunch of golems into play and start beating them to death because they would put themselves to 13. How good would Tracker be here? Yeah. I don't know that Tracker is a great main, sure, deck inclusion for this deck, but certainly okay. Oh, we're gonna try to get them to die to the Blightsteel right now. They need to have 1 mana removal to stop me. Yeah, we saw Roy. I didn't realize it, and I would have made a big shit. Ah, sorry. Ah, God bless it. I can't believe they had that. I mean, it makes sense with the way they set up, but like, I don't know. I was really hoping they were gonna have nothing there. Knew this was coming. Sure. Well, as long as they don't have Liliana now. All right. Kolaghan's Command. Come on, man. Oh. I thought Jund was going to be an easier matchup than Blue-Red Prowess, but apparently not. God damn. Well, they didn't destroy my food, so we could top deck another Shape Anew, but this is why I was worried earlier, and I mentioned that we didn't have any value cards. There wasn't anything we could do about it. Well, I could have not played into it. Like, they kept a mana open. I didn't need to just jam. But anyway, when I mentioned earlier that I was like, oh, we don't have any value creatures in our hand, it's because I was like, this is going to be one of those, the Ephemerate there was greedy. It was not greedy. It was necessary. The Ephemerate there was necessary. It was not greedy. That was the only way I was going to make the only thing in my hand that I could do to move forward into open mana. It was 1 mana. They had to have the interaction. Yes, they play like 6 pieces. I don't think calling that greedy is correct. I think that was playing to win instead of like trying to play some weird long game where you just, it's Jund. So what? They'd already played multiple 1 mana discard spells. I know they play lots of 1 mana removal, but it's like, I don't think you don't play that there. Because, like, then they just 1 mana removal my Golem when I go to Shape Anew. So it's not like we're any better. We just have to wait there and get beaten to death by their creatures, and they hold up 1 mana in perpetuity. And we just lose that way. So I don't really understand if there's, like, some longer game that I can play. All right. Well, we lost game 1 to not being able to top deck anything, and we lost game 2 to them having, like, just a perfect sequence in one moment where it really mattered. So it's not a problem. It's just painful to be so close. I want to do the freaking Blightsteel thing. I mean, we did it against humans, but they didn't let me attack. They just let me put the Golem into play, and then they scooped. I want a tight game where Shape Anew is relevant. That's what I want. I want a tight game where Shape Anew wins us the game, but it was relevant. The one against humans was too easy. The one against Prowess was just horrifying. How are matches 1 and 2 won? So we won game 2 and 3 against Prowess with UMAD's incredible sideboarding plan of bring in 4 Auriok Champions and 4 Path to Exiles and then just kill them with crappy creatures. And it worked. It worked. It was crazy. Game 3 was a barn burner full of punts from me, and we still managed to win. Blade Splicer has been such a freaking all-star. I feel like we could use more of them. Two is good, but I feel like 3 or 4 might be okay, UMAD. Just because it helps survive, like it helps you survive so much of the rest of the game, even when you're not winning, and it gives you a target for Shape Anew. Anyway, Darth Bowman, I just don't, like, we didn't really have any kind of plan there where we could just not jam, I don't think. It wasn't, I couldn't imagine any draw that was going to get us into a better place. I think Eldrazi Displacer is getting too cute. Force of Negation did go down in price. It used to be 90 plus tickets. Now it's only 75. Yeah, I'll do my best, UMAD. I mean, you're riding along, and there's gonna be a video, so you can review anything you want. So, back up close to 85 tickets. Cool. I'm finally gonna cash out of mine. I think it was falling because they thought people were speculating there was gonna be a full reprint. We all hoped. I did not, but that's because I have 4 online ones and I didn't want them to all lose their value. But future me, who will eventually want to play them in paper, is mad about that. Future me will be bad at current me. You have paper ones not online? Those are going to be more valuable, I think. You'll be happy. Yeah, we'll just play an Ice-Fang this turn cycle. What is opponent on? Blue-white? Straight blue-white? Could be. With no play there. Wait, what? The Modern Horizon ones are only available in foil and etched foil? Wait. You're telling me they put Force of Negation into an old frame, but it's only available in foil? No, you're lying. You're lying. That can't possibly be true. That would be insane. That would be the greatest... Well, not the greatest. That would be one of their more wonderful missteps. Blake confirmed it. What the hell? No. That can't possibly be right. Who would do that? Who would say, you know, the tournament players who, well, I guess it's a cosmetic upgrade only in their mind, in the minds of insane people. The only reason people would want the old Border Force of Negation is just because of the blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I am disgust incarnate. No, I don't want to look. I don't want it confirmed. If I don't look at any confirmation, I can believe the world is a wonderful place for a little longer. I believe you. I just don't want to believe you. Listen, this isn't something like science or vaccines that actually matter, so just let me live. All right. So if I play a second Goose, next turn I can go Shape Anew plus Mana Leak, and then pray that my opponent isn't one of the few people on the planet who's playing Path to Exile right now. That's the goal. What? Opponent just failed to find a plains or island. What? Does anyone know what's happening in this game that my opponent just failed to find there? Because, I mean, I'm not going to try to kill them, but still. Oh, if I Shape Anew one of the tokens, I won't have... Alright, so we'll just play a Thraben Inspector or two here. They cracked a Flooded Strand and they missed on turn 3 or 4 or whatever their turn is. Okay. I think they were just tilting off the face of the planet for no good reason. They were stream sniping and tilted off about the Force of Negation update. Yeah, that's possible. Well, we'll bring in Veil of Summer and Mystical Dispute and cut. Let's see. Probably. Oh no, maybe just walls. No, Thraben and well, one Thraben Inspector, Wall of Omens. Oh, Skyclaves. Something like that. I don't know, you mad. I don't know. I'll just take it. I'll take them where I can take them. I'm gonna do something like this because I don't really know what we're up to. What they're up to. I could. You know what? I'm just gonna cut all the Skyclaves. I don't really care about Teferi 3 too much. One Blightsteel. I'm not cutting a Blightsteel against Path to Exile deck. I would really rather not. I assume they're a Path to Exile deck. Even if they're not, they're probably a Kaya's Guile deck. So either way, I don't want to do that. No, I don't know what they're doing either, but they're on blue-white spell snare deck, which leads me to believe control. They scooped my board full of crappy creatures, which I guess means they don't have wraths, but maybe not. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the information I was presented that game. I really do not. The goose. The goose is loose, yonk yonk. Is it goose? Honk? Yeah. No, they're on Esper. It's a shame scoop. We've all done it. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they just clicked through the prompt on the fetch land. I've never done that before, although I have selected the wrong land. But usually that's not a big enough punt to make you lose the whole game. I mean, late game it can be, but uh-oh. That's another thing, you mad. Do we have a plan for drawing Blightsteel Colossi? I would rather you didn't. Good. The Eternalized guy. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Champion of Wits. I love that dude. 3 mana is not really where I want to be for that effect. Yeah, Roy, I think you're still thinking about the last deck. Get him, Icy. Scrawl. TFK? TFK is a thought, but we're not actually playing any main deck artifacts, so that doesn't really help, right? Like, Thirst for Knowledge, discard Thraben Inspector, and the land. Oops. If only it followed the unrule text, where you could have cards that had the word in the text box. Can I try to Ephemerate here and then get into a counterfight with them over it and then resolve my Teferi because they tap down too much on this? I feel like I can. I'm going to try at least. Crap. That was the card I was hoping they did not have. Although, Mana Leak, then they pay for it, then I Teferi, then we dispute. Should be good enough. Okay. So a little aggressive there, but I think this will work out. Unless they have a counter and a force negation. Nope. We'll down tick because most of the ways that this deck could possibly have to remove a Teferi will kill it outright. And so Teferi having extra loyalty doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to play Mind Sculptor in this deck because it's just a 4-mana sorcery speed play. It's just clunky most of the time. Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. I think we might see a concede here. Main phase Castle Vantress looks pretty sloppy. Like, this is just a bad play. Like, there's no reason for them to do that before my end step. None. There's useful information to be gained during my turn. So that's just opponents being sloppy and lazy. I guess they get the F6 equity. Come on. Like, it's not a real resource. Nice. Nice. Well, they didn't do it a second time. That's nice. Okay. They find another land. I got a double counter for Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, but that's fine. Aha! They figured it out. Oh, also, general disclaimer to all Ontarians or Northerners, it's corn season. I got some delicious corn today. It is a reasonable price, and it is plump and juicy and delicious, so get on that, y'all. Get on it. Jace? Cryptic Command. Yeah, alright. Thought you said corn season. That's funny and sad. Thanks, Roy. You always know how to make me what's that word? Ennui. Your legendary card would be called Roybert Ennui Incarnate. Pitches for Force Negation. Pitches a Snapcaster. Yeah, LC Knight Rider, that's a good idea. So I just play the second one here, right? Yeah. Let's fetch first, just so I don't goof. I know there's a snow-covered island in this list, but just in case I had screwed up somewhere and there wasn't. Second Teferi. Good. Got him? Got him. Although if they have Hero of Dominaria here, I'm not going to be pleased, but whatever. Draw 2. Draw 2. Is the green necessary in the deck? No, but I think... I mean, you can ask you, Matt, about it. Necessary is an interesting word. I mean, it's certainly very good. What is happening? Esper Charm? Please let it be Esper Charm. Oh, second Kaya's Guile. Holy crap. Oh yeah, that was okay. Well, we found the outs to their sick play. Red is swap for green that solves both the artifact token and rummage aid problem. Yeah, it would do. You know what? Let's just play Thraben Inspector. This way I have Mana Leak and Ice-Fang here. The Ice-Fang's really important to play this turn cycle. The Mana Leak will be nice if they have Hero of Dominaria. Oh, yeah, Goose is pretty damn good in this list. Yeah, I can agree with that. Hello! Nice blue deck, nerd. Alright. Playing with house money. 2 2-0 matches. Good lord. Oh, it's Ashiok. They're definitely playing E-Tron. Opponent says, yo, I really need the QPs. Alright, I'm going to concede to Ashiok at the end of this match whether or not we win, but we're going to do this for the playtesting. Tortured Sword says never give in. You have to do what the chat wants? No. No, I don't have to do what the chat wants. Hold on, let me let you guys see what's up. Oh no, I gotta get rid of that too. There you go. All right. Ashiok is close to a personal friend of mine, fellow Canadian, fellow streamer, and I like giving him shit for having stupid stream titles. He had a bad habit of doing crap like having his stream title be like Pioneer Challenge winner, and then I'd go in. He's like, "Yeah, I'm playing the Pioneer Challenge today," and it's like, "Well, so but when did you win?" And he's like, "Well, no, I haven't won yet." And I'm like, "What? What? No, no, you don't get to do that. Stop it. Stop it." But he makes good content, and he's a good human. He just has that Zoomer social media shit post, do stuff for attention attitude. But he's a good guy. Put the acids back where they belong. Do it. Do it now. Bloop. Yoink. I will break you, opponent. Opt. Pfft, what a nerd. You shut up now, freak. You're not allowed to miss my face until you put your face on stream. Really? Oh, but I can only get a basic if I want Death Touch. Crap. Unless I want to wait until Death Touch next turn. No. Man, and I don't have blue, blue, green, green either. Awkward. All right. I now have blue, blue, green, green. Sure, you can. I just want to know where the handsome voice comes from. Holy crap. Lightning bolt. Is that going at the bird? Yeah. Whee! Squaw! Instead of colon D, he has hit me with the D colon. So I'll take 4 here. It's not too bad. Okay, we've officially ground him totally out of resources. The problem is I'm drawing garbage. If I ever draw the Shape Anew, the game is kind of over on the spot. And I can hatch 2 food per turn. Probably should have attacked for 2 there, but whatever. I'm not going to be worried about it until I'm dying. And then I'll go, man, I wish I had attacked for 2. Goes to combat, sure. I will block. Yeah? Okay. Soul Scar Mage in hand? Alright, come on, deck. Bang. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not the most thrilled ever, but I'll take it. Get out of here. There we go. I don't know. Golem? Opponent says, wait a fucking minute. No, period. Nice draw. It's going real good, Pineapple Major. We got a Blightsteel Colossus in play, so you know. That's something. All right, 1 second. All right. So, champions, path, gust, and probably dispute. Mana Leaks out is fine. The combo's out, and then one Thraben, one Goose. Got him. You said one thing I will say after watching you play is you seem more confident when you're up against control, which is weird because I get worse against control. Well, I think I just play so much control usually that I'm just very comfortable with where and when I know exactly what they can do. I'm also very confident against burn a lot of the time, in that I just know how likely they are to kill me and exactly how their resources tend to get deployed. Okay, we're on 22 lands. I'm going to keep this, and if we lose, we lose. But I have a turn 2, or I have a Mystical Dispute to stop a turn 2 Stormwing or Sprite Dragon. And hopefully we'll just rip the land. Swifty. That's one miss. Oops. Sprightly Dragon. All right. And it would have been one more if they didn't have their one of their 2 of Vapor Snags. Not that we get to count that one. I'm just saying, like, that was pretty brutally unlucky. Holy crap. Yipes. Okay. Probably gonna have to path this Swiftspear. Maybe their expressive iteration was garbage with no lands or all lands. No, all lands is okay. Crap. Well, at least there's no Stormwing this turn. Okay, so we're pathing this Swiftspear to prevent taking 5 damage. For sure. Sucks though, because they have 5 cards in hand, so like it's yeah. Alright, that's big. Heyo! Thanks for the follow there, Gorgo 78.
Zing, zing, zing with my heartstrings.
Thank you.
Yikes. Yikes! Of course. Well, we're mostly dead. Aether Gust is good, though. Aether Gust is literally all we have. Go ahead. I either draw step it or I do it in attacks. Yeah, attacks is better. Well, or it did work out to be better. But unfortunately now my life total is going to be so low, there's just no way to recover. Time to go through my pockets and look for loose change, yeah. We're mostly dead, that's for sure. I mean, it was a good thing at least that they were wild slashes, right? Like the worst removal they could have. So Ice-Fang could actually trade for one of their creatures. And if I need to... Well, no, because if they have a spell, we end up dying anyway. So we'll play Thraben Inspector here because it's basically free. And then I have to fetch the basic... I mean, the biggest problem here is I'm just never going to be able to deploy these Auriok Champions, and they're kind of the best thing I could possibly have. If I bounce the Sprite Dragon, they just play both Sprite Dragons and kill me. As I said, this is just too difficult because mana costs us life, essentially. But I'll stick it out for one last second. We could draw Gilded Goose and... Fuck you. I mean... God, I hate Vapor Snag. It's okay. We stalled on lands, and we still were almost okay there. Slightly better draw, and we would have been A+, so... Let's just do it this time. Not with that hand. Okay. What am I bottoming here? Blade Splicer? Yeah, Blade Splicer. Yeah. Hopefully they don't kill the Ice-Fang here, or the Gilded Goose here. Although if they do, it's not too bad. But I hope they do not. So I kind of need the double white. Okay, so... Jeez. I have to shock. And do I want more blue or more green in general? Looks like blue. Just by a little. All right. Sorry, I didn't have to shock, but what I was aiming for here is a setup that would allow me to play Ice-Fang this turn without having to make a food with Gilded Goose. So yeah, we could obviously just be in gigantic trouble with this hand anyway, but one white source draw will make this a lot better. Well, that's not my favorite. It's also not the worst, though. We're taking 0 damage this turn, and we're gaining 1 life. Always yes, always yield. All right. Can't attack. That's fine. So Stormwing on its own is unlikely to be able to kill us here, and Auriok Champion in play feels pretty good. We're not close to Ice-Fang having death touch yet. Is it going upstairs? Okay. Might have to block with the Gilded Goose, but because our colors sort of ended up sorting themselves. Yikes! Well, that's just about the worst thing that has ever happened. Oof. Okay. And they have a Lavadart in their graveyard, so like Ephemerate. The Ice-Fang is not great, and second Ice-Fang is not great, and Ephemerate's not great. Yikes. Well, we do have 4 Path to Exiles to draw into, though, so that's what we need to find more than anything else. Path one time. We got 2 shots at it, so. Yeah, so we're taking the 4 here. Goose is currently more useful to us alive. Is that a good one? Anyone know if that's a good one? Feels like a good one. Not sure. Get him. Come on now. Thanks, dealer. Manamorphose. Yipes. Yo. Jesus. Am I going to take 13 damage from a single Stormwing entity? Survey says. Swift Spear in Exile. Yes. Looks like no. Thanks, Taylor. Yeah, it definitely wasn't bad. I mean, they still have 3 cards in hand on the Lavadart in the graveyard. We could easily die. Very easily. Vapor Snag. Oh, Opt. Okay. Opt's not so bad. As long as they're not playing something that removes the Gilded Goose, I'm not too worried yet. But they could easily go, like, remove your Gilded Goose, play Mutagenic Growth. 7, 8, 9, 10. Be really close. Lightning Bolt going. Okay, remove the goose. Okay. They still have the lava dart. If they have the mutagenic, I'm dead. This is 12 damage. Ridiculous. And I have no flyers left. Okay. It doesn't help. You took out the combo main board and swap things up, would it just be 4 Cocos and fill out the splicers? No. I wouldn't play cards like Gilded Goose or Thraben Inspector probably without the rest of the deck being what it is. There's nothing I can do here. They just did too much. That was way too much. I can't do anything here, unfortunately. It's close, but can't do it. Skyclaving the Monastery Swiftspear is fine, and it puts me at 3, and then they just fly over and kill me. Yeah, alright. Sorry. My opponent's just trying to QP grind for tomorrow's event, and he's apparently got a lot more to go, so I'm glad he won it, honestly. So it was pretty close. The double Stormwing is a big problem, but I mean that's going to be the best draw they have, and there's not too much more that you can do to fix it other than playing 4 Path to Exile already. So yeah, this was way better than you would have thought it would be. UMAD's Shape Anew. This is Bant Shape Anew. So yeah, the Blade Splicers were way better than I thought they were gonna be in general. Everything else is pretty good though. Teferi was excellent. I don't know if Jund is a fixable matchup for this deck. If it is, it probably just involves playing more Veil of Summers. You probably keep the combo in and you just try to combo them. And you have to have creatures to protect the Blightsteel Colossus from getting Liliana'd. But it's definitely possible. I don't think you can beat them with this main deck. Like the sideboarding that we did for Prowess. But if you put Empyrean inside as an alternate target for Shape, I mean, I really don't. I'm unimpressed with Empyrean, but that's something you could do. Herd of Mies. It's not a terrible idea. I just don't like it. I've not ever been impressed with Platinum Empyrean in Modern. It runs into the Vapor Snag problem that we had there. I guess you could have it against Jund, but they play things like Kolaghan's Command. So, I don't know about that one. But it's certainly something you can do. Vapor Snag gets you either way. Kolaghan's Command can destroy that. Same with Prismari Command. Not that a lot of those decks are playing that, but it's just generally being played in the format. Teferi bounces all of them. So, I mean, this is definitely a more fun version of these kind of decks, but it was way more successful than I thought it was going to be. And the sideboarding plan here was, again, pretty shockingly successful and useful. So, great deck list put together for UMAD. Well done with the general shape of like how to play a Shape Anew deck without it being garbage. And yeah, awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. Looks like, so yeah, if you're in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of the other videos. We just played the sweet, crazy 4-color control deck from the Modern 5.0s. Tons of other awesome stuff on there. If you'd like to donate to have me build a deck of yours of any stipulation that you would like and have me play it, you can do that. And if you would like to donate to have me play a specific deck list, you can do that too. Just like our good friend UMAD did this evening with this deck list. With all that out of the way, I'm going to send you guys over to Sneaky Misato, who's playing in the Modern Prelim with what looks like 5-color Bring to Light, probably Niv Mizzet, but it doesn't look like it is, but I can't tell. And playing Hollow Knight. So yeah, once I can remember how to use my interface. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I will be back tomorrow night because I will not have enough QPs to play in the showcase, but I will play the challenge on Sunday. So you can check me out doing that on Sunday morning.